I've got some things to resolve with the avatar arms and such. So another thing is that when it comes to the screen sharing and everything, it should be fine. But the more people we get in here, like I don't know, I'm still fine tuning and debugging. So if anybody has any connectivity issues, one thing I want to point out is that
Diane is having connectivity
she's having
issues.
connectivity issues now.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. So right now, y'all all look like the same person, but it say player 3, player 0, player 7,
Yeah, and
player
you say
4.
player five, and you say player
Mhm.
5. So I'm
Right.
not.
And mine says player 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's what's going on? So it's can you maybe like restart your headset and come back?
Yeah, I did that. I
Okay.
restarted it, came back in. Now, the way I load it is I have to go to unknown sources and then select
Why?
the Nexus. I don't see
It's
the
literally in the
application.
app. Then you're in here the wrong way. It's not an unknown
Okay.
source. You're probably loading the old app from like back in
Yeah.
Tester
begin-
days.
yeah, tester days.
Right.
You need to uninstall that, and you need to like literally search for Nexus Planet. NEXU. It's not the Human iOS app. It's the
Right.
Nexus Planet.
Right. So it's a list, right? So it said HumiOS, then it was some other app, and then Nexus Planet was at the bottom. So that's the one I selected. But you're saying I
you
should
gotta
have
go to the
I should
That's the
have
gotta go
old
to
one.
Quest
Meta
Store.
Quest Store.
I gotta go to
Yeah,
Quest
you got to go to the
Store?
Quest
Okay.
Store. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I will do that right now.
Yeah, and uninstall that one that you've got because that's I don't even know how you got that.
Old code.
That's the
I don't
bootleg.
know.
She got the
Yeah,
bootleg app.
Got the bootleg.
Right, she got that at the gas station with somebody with the trunk up.
All right, I'll do that.
Oh man.
You just made me
I
miss
don't even know how she
bootlegging
got
stores.
that.
Right?
TVs, cologne, clothes. have it all.
Okay, so a couple other things that I want to point out about this app is that the features are going to keep rolling out every time we do this, and actually, like as time go on, I'm going to keep adding new features. But one thing that I like imagine is that we would just kind of sit around and we would literally sit. Like if you press your left controller thumbstick, you sit down. Now, right
Okay.
now, you sit in the air, but
Mhm.
there will be a nice little hover seat under everyone's butt that automatically appears once you go into sit mode. And that's going to allow you to sit anywhere you want to sit easily. And so, part of the vision is that we sit around and just kind of, talk, talk AI. Now, one more thing I want to note is when it comes to screen sharing. Now, all of us have the ability to share our screens. If you want to share your screen, you have to log into the companion. But before I start with the screen sharing, I just want to make sure that everyone sees how to pull out their personal view of the screen being shared. So let me kind of explain this. There's the big screen up there, and I'm going to go ahead and let me just, for the sake of example, let me just go ahead and share something. Give me 1 second.
Keep grabbing her.
Okay.
What is this for?
I don't know, but it's loud.
Oh yeah, that's your
That's your
lightsaber. Your lightsaber, you can like have a lightsaber fight with it, but it also doubles as your laser pointer when you're giving a presentation. So, and it's not perfect. I'm still
Oh, they don't smack? Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, it did,
yeah,
but I
it's-
took it
it's
away
coming.
because it was annoying. But give me 1 second.
Now you got to take it away because we're going to take it out. Ding, 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 ding.
Let's see what's going on with this file here.
We should play Jingle Bells with it.
Oh my God.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay, So let's see. Jam Better Than Jelly got
Here we go.
long arms, and so do Care Bear, and so do DJ Marcus.
Yeah,
Wait, all
I
y'all
just
got long arms, but not
Okay.
everybody.
I think
Trey
we.
got regular arms.
Everyone
How Trey
has-
got regular arms.
Okay, modify MCP. Okay.
Trey has more regular arms than everyone else.
Okay.
I don't know how I did that.
Okay, one moment.
Mm-hmm. How my arms look? Are they really long too?
Okay, everyone. Okay, give me a second, please.
No rush.
So, something I just realized.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've got my drone going, right? Let me show you. Let me show what I've got going on right here. So, I've got this. If you look up here, you see that
Mhm.
this screen right here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's my drone
black
that you see.
screen?
No, that
It's following you.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's following me.
Mhm.
Now that drone is recording this session. But here's the thing: I've never been in this app with this drone with a bunch of different people, and one thing I just realized is that all of your audio is coming back through it. So here's what I'm going to have to do. Anytime, just for tonight, I'm going to fix that. I just made a note of it. But just for tonight, anytime we start to play a video or something like that, everyone go on mute. You go on mute by pressing on your left controller, what is it? The X. Yeah, the X button. And you'll see your
nice.
mute.
Okay.
Your mute comes up. And then when the video's finished playing, then we can come off mute and talk, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So that's one thing. Now, before I play a video, I want to make sure that everyone can see their private view of it. So if you open up your companion and you go to screen, you should see a button to where you can watch the screen that's being shared. And if you click
sick.
that, it's going to open this, what's showing here, above your glove.
Mm-hmm. How you open up
Got
your
it.
companion?
So I gotta go to Companion in the browser on my computer.
No. Right here in the app, press the left
The left
controller
left
menu button.
menu. Yeah,
Mhm.
left menu button.
Left
Oh, okay.
menu
Yeah,
button.
that's sick. I like that, Rich.
Thank you.
Oh,
And
there
then-
we go. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
And,
Okay.
and then do what? I'm
That
sorry.
screen behind
I
you was
gotta
black
open
for
it.
me though. Do I need to re-come
Gosh,
in?
it's always black for you, Kimmy. I wonder what's going on. Because you had that issue before. Everyone else sees it, right?
I see it.
Let me
Hold
reboot
on.
because I did just install the app. So let me do that. I'll be
okay.
right
Yeah.
back.
Okay. All right, bet.
I see it.
So everyone can see, everyone's able to see that. Okay. All right, bet. So I'm going to stop sharing now. And let's all just kind of come in together. Let's sit and like we out here at a campfire. We out here on Crystal.
Kumbaya.
Right. We all
kumbaya.
imagine we was actually at camp. Like let's sit down.
Yeah.
And,
I
and
used to be
talk.
Boy Scout, so yeah.
You can't move. Okay.
I'm a Boy
Yeah, once you
Scout,
sit
so
down, you
yeah.
stuck
Come
right
on.
there. Come on in, Brown Diamond, bring it in.
Mm.
All right, so what's up, everybody? How's
We're
it
gonna be
going?
roasting marshmallows and campfire. Come on.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So like every time, so right now during this session, I'm observing, and these features, all of the features that you see us use tonight are available to you all also. Another thing, you can generate music, and if you open up your companion, you'll see you've got a music tab. You can literally generate music right there, pull it out and share it with people. My vision for this app is that like you just come here and you can network and collaborate on so many levels. You can share your screen, you can bring in
Yes.
music, you can bring in videos, you can collaborate on a whiteboard, etc. And so you can just, kind of chop it up in a cool, chill environment. And there's also, if you notice that if you go to room, there's other locations. There's the classroom. If you go in the classroom, there's desks and, like a screen at the head of the class. And then there's also a personal space where you've got your spaceship and everything. And in the future, you'll be able to customize your personal space and you'll be able to invite people over and that sort of stuff. So anyway, this is the first AI engineering workshop. By AI engineering, I am referring to all of you being the engineers. And so we are coming here as people that are building software and also building agents and all sorts of stuff. And we come here in order to communicate with each other and collaborate, share ideas, ask questions, share tips, help problem solve, etc., so that we can continue through these times of AI and agents and all of that, staying up on what's new and taking advantage of it. So as mentioned on the promo, this is a Q&A. I want to start off. I don't really know what the direction that things are going to go, because I don't know everything. But I have my workflows that I'm doing. You all are here. I'm sure you all are using workflows, various workflows. And so, let's just start off with questions or like with anything that anybody want to share, and just kind of go from there. So the floor is open from this point forward. And just, be mindful that any glitches or anything, just let me know. I'm taking note of them, and there will be improvements. Like every time we leave, I'll take my notes of any glitches and anything and work on fixing them. And so over time, the app will become more stable, more robust, and packed with more features. So,
So did you say
We're stress testing it right now.
right? Yeah, you kind of stress testing it. Yeah,
stress test.
yeah.
Another stress test.
So I have a question. So this AI engineering, this is to lead us, I guess, in the direction of creating our own app?
Yeah, definitely. Like if that's what
Okay.
you want to do is create your own
Definitely.
app, that is an engineering project. That's an engineering goal or direction. So we want to help you with that. So
Okay, so then what do we need as far as like hardware, for example? I mean, or what do we need to get started? Hardware, software?
in terms of an app,
Yes.
what kind of app do you want to build?
It's a standalone where people can go in and we'll get around financial literacy. So, people can go in, learn, maybe even take a class or something like that.
But what device do you want this app to run on?
Is this going to be
Or like
VR?
headset.
Okay, so you want to build like an app like this, like a MetaQuest app?
Yes. Oh, yeah. yeah,
okay,
like this,
okay,
like
okay,
this,
gotcha.
this.
Yeah. Understood.
Snaps.
Have you been accepted
Yeah.
into the program? Yeah,
Yes.
definitely Unity 6.
Unity 6.
Yes.
Yeah, does anybody want to you want to talk to her about computer specs? IT Trey, I think you.
Oh, I just
minute.
I just
Hold
have
on
the
1 second.
experience
Hold on
of
1
like I'm
second.
working on
Hold
my
on
app
1
right
second.
now. I use Unity 6.
Hold
Two
on.
things I
Hold
use.
on. Hold on. Whoa. Slow.
Okay, my
Whoa.
bad. My bad. I'm sorry. Whoa.
Now you can talk. Now you can talk. Go ahead.
Okay, now I can talk. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just the two things I use is Unity 6, the latest version of Unity, and I use Claude. Those two together right there. And I use I build in Blender, of course.
Right, and but G Deuce, were you asking in terms of like computer hardware specs? Like, are you looking to go and buy a system, or are you just looking for
Or
what
if what I
software stack?
have is enough. Yeah.
What do you have?
I have a well, I bought one, was it last year or the year before?
Is it a
Just
gaming?
yes, a gaming computer.
That's probably fine.
Yeah, it's probably fine. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
Okay.
you'd be fine.
Okay, that's cool. All right.
So you're going to want to install Unity 6, and I have a Unity package that I can share with any of you at any time. It's already ready. I just haven't promoted it yet because I haven't just had the time. But basically what you do is if you want to build your own MetaQuest app, you just import my Humi helper into your project. So you first download and install Unity 6. And then once you got your clean Unity 6 installed, you import my Humi helper package first. And it's going to give you a menu that is going to guide you. And it's also going to give you a wizard that's going to tell you all of the different packages that you need to install as the foundation for your MetaQuest app.
Okay.
And it's also going to guide you through setting up, configuring the multiplayer and everything.
Nice.
So it's going to, like, I consider all of that boilerplate. And so what the goal of this is to kind of get you past all that boilerplate, because once you're past that, it's no different than building in VR chat or anything else. But you've got all of this boilerplate foundational stuff that you got to get past, and that's what my Human Helper package is going to help guide you through. I think Trey had his hand up, and then you,
Does-
Biggie Paws.
Does your Unity pack include how to download the MCP?
It does not, but I can, I can show that really easily. And
That's a
I
separate package.
Yeah, that's a separate. But you know what?
Yeah,
I can put it in there though. But I can't. That's a
you
good
can put
idea.
it in there
Yeah,
also?
I can put it
Nice.
because all of the packages are separate packages.
Right.
And only thing that my package does is it lists all of the packages. Like so, the Meta XR package, the like all of the different building blocks that you need, so that you can import the avatars, and so that you like so all of that stuff are third party, but it guides you through it because it's checking your Unity package, seeing what you're missing, and then once it's installed, then it checks it off as okay, you've got that one now you need to do this, and then have you put in your norm core key, and all of that kind of stuff. So it's going to take you through all of that. Now but when it comes to the AI, the MCP, I just, at the time when I built this, it wasn't even released yet, so I hadn't had it on there, and also I hadn't thought about putting it on there, but I can make it as part of the list, and I will do that. I'll put it on there also because, listen, the Unity MCP is that.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
It is
Game
amazing.
changer.
It's a game
I even in Blender literally designed. I watched it do some of the craziest stuff in Blender. I was like,
Yes.
oh my freaking god!
Yes.
It
Yes.
literally built stuff for me in Blender. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Are you using
was
Claude Code
wild.
as your agent, IT Trey? Are you using Claude Code as your agent?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
I use Fable. I've been using
Yeah,
that
use a Fable 5. Mhm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Did you guys hear about the new AI from China, the Kimi 3?
Yeah, Kimmy 3. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're saying it's
Yeah.
Fable
I
5
just saw it.
level. Mm-hmm.
So
And
you
like
can you
almost-
can use that with you can use that using Olama Cloud. Olama Cloud lets you use like Kimi or DeepSeek or any of those other agents, but they're all hosted in the United States. So and then from there you can actually launch Claude Code, but using that agent in the background or that model in the background. So if you want to compare, but you actually get a lot more usage for like $20 a month on Olama Cloud than you do for the $20 of Claude. So just something
Right.
to think of if you're. I actually use it to build play around with the Unity MCP myself because I'm brand new to Unity. I have zero Unity experience, but I have gotten an app working. I have gotten it published through my through the Meta developer portal,
Test channel.
for testing and things like that. I got it. onto my headset,
Congratulations,
so-
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah,
I just
Congratulations.
charge
I
$20.
need to
That's
put
the
some
only-
Yeah,
confetti in here, man. Like, yeah, congratulations.
I know, right?
I would. This is one of those moments I
Wow.
would have.
Yeah, it's fun, but again, it's,
Just a reminder, G-Deuce,
Mhm.
I sent you a message. You're going to want to go ahead and apply for the START program,
Yes.
which
Okay.
that'll give you access
I
to be able
did.
to put an app.
I
Okay,
did.
Yeah.
good, good.
Thank you.
I guess I got to do that too.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, you have to get
I
accepted
did,
in
I
the
did
START
mine
program.
all standalone, like locally, but again, Rich, we've been talking about this for years, but I just took my AI knowledge and then applied it to something new.
Right.
It was something I had no experience in. I had never touched Unity, in any way, shape, or form, but I was able to do that. And then I actually, I'm going to take it a step further, and I actually took it to where I took the code base from Battle for Steel City with RJ, which was done in code blocks.
Mm-hmm.
And I created a workflow to use Horizon Hub to convert those code block scripts to TypeScript, grab those, import those into Windsurf, and then from there have it convert those to Unity.
Wow.
So then I converted it. So I did a whole workflow from code block to TypeScript to Unity, and then that's how I built the back end for Battle for Steel City.
Man,
So,
that's impressive, bro. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the type of stuff when if any of you see me making these videos where I literally say, the time where a person needed to have core skills, that time is passing, because what you do is you talk to the agent. And you don't have to have, you barely will have to touch Unity. You will, like, you don't have to, like, I'm going to tell you, the Unity MCP works so well
Yes.
that I'm finding myself having to manually decide to do things because it will literally do everything. And I'm afraid that I'm going to, like, it's like, wait a minute, I want to do some stuff too. You know what I mean? So, right. So
Like you're sitting on the bench. Like you're sitting on the bench or something.
Can I play the ball? Can I
Right. It's like the water boy, right? Like,
but it'll do it, and it'll do it well. And I've learned so much about Unity just by using MCP, because you talk to the agent about something you want to do, and it comes up with ways of achieving it that, like, I would have never thought of because I don't have that level of knowledge of Unity. And I'm like, whoa, like, that's possible? It's like, oh yeah, you know, we could just boop, 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 boop. I'm like, well,
you didn't know, so let me teach you or something, you know? Like,
right.
Exactly.
So yeah. Congratulations, Biggie Paws. I love to hear that,
awesome.
man.
Now I'm just waiting for RJ to build it.
Well, I know he's working on it. I've spoken to him, and then I saw a post that he posted. I think it was today, where he showed the Blender mesh of it.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be a huge map. But see, he has a bunch of assets that he made from the original one, and then the other two zones that he created in Horizon Worlds. So what he's looking at doing is taking those assets. And I'm going to build a framework where we're going to analyze those assets and then make some type of, like, procedural generation. So basically generate the map using those assets, but having it generate itself automatically.
You know what I'm wondering, man? I'm wondering if you all should take a look at Meshy and consider Meshy for your workflows, because I've been starting to use Meshy. And it's getting really good at making low or to moderate detailed mesh objects with the texturing. It's getting really good, man. And it's a way to really speed up, like, the development. I used it pretty much almost to model all the assets in a recent project, like that Brave Kind Heart project that I posted about. Like all of those students, Lumi, all of them, all of that's Meshy. Like that whole thing is Meshy. I use Meshy and MCP. That whole project is pretty much Meshy and MCP.
Right. But I mean, that's the thing, is that now, you're getting to a point where you're managing your team of agents. Right. You're managing your workflows are becoming, from your mind, or even sometimes your collaboration with AI to brainstorm your idea and then get that out into a workflow, right? And then just have a team of agents that handle each piece, and you can intervene at any time, right? Like you're not handing it all over to the AI, but you're collaborating with the AI, you're overseeing the AI. And I'm going to tell you right now, these companies are now starting to catch on that this is the workflow. This is how you're supposed to do things, and that's what led me to, the opportunity that I just took in actually getting a job as a vibe coder. Like that was a requirement that I had to know how to use Claude Code. I had to be a vibe coder, and and I'm telling you right now, like every week I'm applying for different AI developer roles because that's what they're looking for, so these skills that you're building are actually useful on your resume and you don't even realize it.
Definitely, man. And it's really first of all, man, like I'm really impressed and happy for you for finding that opportunity.
Thank you.
And you definitely deserve it. I've seen you do some really amazing stuff with these AIs and now agents, going all the way back, man. So
No,
definitely,
it, Well, thanks for you, initially inviting me to the workshops and providing a place where the ideas could, blossom, because we collaborated for years, as a group, and no doubt that kept my wheels turning. And
Right.
okay, you bring something, or G Deuce brings something, or IT Trey brings something to the table, and then next thing you know, that sparks an idea in my mind for something else. And it just kind of everybody grows. So I think that's really important for the community. So shout out to you as
so
well, Rich.
important.
Appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yes.
And that's kind of the goal for this workshop, is that we once again come together, hopefully over the next few years, and inspire and share with each other. So
it's only gonna get better.
It's definitely gonna get better.
Yeah.
One reminder to all of you that if you want to share your screen to show anything, whether it's a question or a demonstration, you can do so. If you have not already created your account on irl.nexusplanet.app, it's free, and that's where you go to connect your computer to your Nexus Planet in-app session, and from there you're able to share your screen. So if you've got something that you're dealing with and you want to just show it or something like that, you're more than welcome to do so. Right now I'm opening up Unity, and so I decided that the Brave Kind Heart app project that I was just talking about, I decided that it might be a good idea to just kind of demonstrate having the agent do something in it. So yeah, give me 1 second while that opens.
Does the screen is something on the screen right
Not
now?
right
or
now.
No.
Okay,
no,
I just
right
want to
now.
make sure I wasn't missing nothing. Okay, it just says pull media or in-app companion. It's just a description of what you should do, right? All right.
Right. Yep.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
I don't want to miss nothing.
All right. So
And then cursor thing is on the list, right? It's
cursor.
on the list, like over the screen share. When you screen share, like the syncing, like the time sync or your cursor moving in real time.
Yeah. So the thing is that
You're really stuck on this real time thing, huh?
It is. And I keep telling you,
Trey wants it.
dude, it's going.
I can't work like that. I
But
just
Trey,
can't.
He
but
has no
Trey,
patience. He wants
Trey,
it
You
now.
got to
Trey,
remember, there's
you
even a
have to
split second between
understand,
God and his
it's going,
decisions.
Trey, information's
know?
going between your router through all the wires across the ocean, in the air, all these different things. You expect it to reach you in 2 seconds? No, because you're not understanding.
What
The
am
speed
I
of
not understanding?
what I just said. Because you're too
What?
busy making
You was
hand
no,
puppets.
you was say it again, cause I ain't heard nothing you said.
It's going from your router, right? Through the air to your router. From that router back to the air through
I'm
those
not
wires.
asking for it right now. I'm
No,
just
but
asking
no.
it
Listen,
the work,
you're not
like, maybe
listening.
level.
No,
Boy,
Trey,
cuz, oh my God.
Trey, you're not listening. You're not listening.
I'm
You're
not
not-
understanding.
Because
Let
you're
me
not
get up.
listening.
Let me get up. Mister,
Is that gonna make you hear better?
I bet
Go
Fable
ahead.
can make it happen.
Okay,
let
you
me look
ready?
at you, so I
All
can
right.
try to lip read in VR.
Right. So look, it's going from the air to your router, right? Through the wires, across the ocean bed, to other towers, to reach back to the first destination where it came from. It's never going to reach you in a split second. The way we speak is not even a split second. There is a delay when we speak. We don't notice it because at some point we've just been conditioned to be like, all right, I'm hearing it right now. So you're not gonna get that split second that you want. It's impossible.
Okay.
I don't like.
Can everyone
I'm
see
not
my
like
screen?
the word impossible. I'm sorry.
Can everybody see my screen?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can
I
see
see
your
your
screen.
screen, Rick. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now look, check this out. Now I've got it. Let me see. Let me try something real quick. So, and Trey, I appreciate that, Diane. And Trey, I do have every desire to make it like extremely real time. I promise. I'm just bear with me. I'm
No rush
Figuring it
at all.
out.
No,
Figuring it out.
It was just a question. 'Cause nobody was saying nothing. That's all.
Okay. All right. So check this out. First of all, what I want to show is that what I want to demonstrate, and we're gonna keep talking, but I'm gonna start this. Wait a minute. Instead of y'all, wait a minute. What y'all doing? Sit down. Go back. Let's get back in our kumbaya. I don't want y'all looking at it up there. I want y'all to pull it out on your
Oh,
glove.
pull it
Oh,
out.
Yeah, we in
Oh,
kumbaya
sure, you do
mode.
that thing. I forgot. That thing.
Yeah,
what do we gotta
Bring
press?
your own screen.
Boards?
Yeah.
Screen? What do we press?
yeah.
Watch
Go
your
to
screen?
screen and then watch, and then it's gonna pop out on your glove, and you could pull it out
Oh.
off of there if you want. If you just click with your glove, like if you don't want it moving around on your. You could just pull your trigger, put your hand in, pull your trigger, and it'll pull it out. And then you can put both hands in, pull both triggers, and scale it and make it bigger and smaller if you want.
Yeah. Put your left foot in and
Oh,
shake it
okay.
all about.
Thank you.
Oh,
we
there
forgot
we
all about
go.
that.
I like that.
Yeah, that way you
Where
can
you
bring
going?
it closer and everything, So it's just
Okay.
up there, but you can. Yeah, it's right here too. So I'm gonna, and another thing I'm gonna make available is where you're gonna have a backpack, and you'll be able to pull stuff out of your backpack. And one of the things
Oh,
you'll
there
pull
we
out
go.
of your backpack will be a pass-through window. And so, like, you could pull the screen out, and then you could sit right here and pull a pass-through window out and
Well,
see
can I
your
have
keyboard.
a fanny pack
Can we put
instead
these
of a backpack?
lightsabers in the backpack? Because I'm kind of getting tired of hearing them.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'm sorry. You
Okay,
keep grabbing it. You keep grabbing it by accident.
I know.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
yeah. Can we put that in there?
But
Yeah.
definitely, it's noted. Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. I'll make it go in the backpack.
So instead of the backpack, can I get a fanny pack on my right side of my hip?
Oh my Lord. Oh God.
Note taken.
And Rich, with the mic off thing, can
Probably
you
the
make
shape
it
of an
lower
animal,
so it's
too,
not
right?
right in front of your face?
Sure. Yes, I can. That's a good idea. So why, in case you're like recording or something like that? Understood.
And also because when you're looking up,
Yeah, understood. So you don't. So yeah, if you pull your Okay. So right here. Okay, is everyone ready for me to start? Like
Yes.
everybody got the
yes,
screen, they
yes,
seeing it and everything.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Now, because my screen in the physical world is so big, it's squeezing it into this size because I'm sharing the full screen, and so all the text, you can't really probably read all the text, but I just want to show something. So first of all, over here I've got the Unity screen. I've got Unity, and as you can see on the Unity MCP right here, I'm on the Unity MCP tab, and on that Unity MCP, I've got, like, you see connected clients, and you might be able to tell that says Claude Code. Let me see.
Yeah, we can. No,
You
it
can
was
tell.
fine.
Okay.
It
You tell.
was fine.
All right, perfect. So over here, I've got Claude Code. There's a Claude Code session. Now, let's just do something like, I'm just going to tell Claude to, I want, right now, okay, let me show you what I've got so far so that you can tell, so that you can see what I'm going to add. So let me go ahead and go into play mode, and then I'll show you what it currently does so that you can see the difference of it when it's finished. And while this is running, we'll continue talking and answer questions and things like that once the agent starts running, because it's going to take it a few minutes to actually do its thing.
Yes.
But as you can see, you start off and you choose your character. Do you want to be Lumi or Jordan? So I'll choose that I'm going to be Jordan.
Oh my God.
Now, Lumi is an NPC now, and Lumi will follow me around. Okay, so you see Lumi follow me. Now, mind you, you can go in here in VR. If you can just go to your browser in your headset and go to bravekindheart.world, and then you can enter VR, and this is a multiplayer scene, so you can be in here with other players, and you can go on this quest. So now, first of all, well, instead of me showing you where this is at right now, let me just show you first. So if you didn't know where it was at, what you got to do is, on this quest, you got to find the student that is being bullied by the Hush. And so she's back here, so you can see right here, there's a student crying. She's being bullied by the Hush. Now you see when I come up here, nothing happens. The Hush is still back there, and she's crying. So what you have to do is you have to find her phone. and her phone has Sunny. It's running the Brave Kind Heart app, which is an app that helps students report bullying. Now you can switch the view mode. So if I hit the V, you see I can switch the view perspective. So I'll go in the first person mode. And so now that way you can see this. Now watch this when I get closer. There goes Sunny. And so now let me switch my perspective again. So now you see there's Sunny and there's the phone. I've got the phone and I've got Sunny. So now I got to take the phone and Sunny to the student. And now watch this. I'm going to go into first person mode so you can see what happens once we get up here. See, there go the hush. The hush goes away. And see, well done. Right?
You done slapped her upside the head with the phone.
Come on.
See, there she goes. And see, she's happy now. So her state completely changed.
Yeah.
So, and then there you go. You've completed the quest. So now let's have the bullying guardian, which she's right here. I think she's.
That's weird.
Let's see, where'd she go? Jordan Lumi. Characters max. Honey. Wait a minute, where'd I put her? I'm gonna have the agent find her. I don't remember where I put her at, but it'll find her because I know she's in here. So I'm gonna have the agent find the bullying guardian, and I'm gonna have when you trigger. So let me, instead of talking about it, let me be about it. So let me just type it in here. I'm gonna say.
You're way more polite to your agents than I am, Rich.
I'm always polite because I don't know what they're going to be someday.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. They're going to be in charge one day and they're going to remember, like, hey, remember you used to talk.
Yeah. Optimus Prime might come out someday and be like, remember that shit you used to talk?
Hey, I know. I'm more like if Johnny had 5 apples.
So, how often are you backing this up in case, it does something stupid and it doesn't know how to revert it?
Every time I make an update, you see right here, this tab right here, Unity version control right here.
Nice.
Anytime you see my version control is clear. No updates have been made since the last check-in.
Okay.
And if I do anything meaningful in this session, then I will check it in. No, that's the thing. Use your Unity version control.
So no need for GitHub.
What? Yeah, of course you need GitHub. That's for everything else. And you can
if you're using version control in here, why do you need the?
Okay, for a bunch of different reasons. And let me please hold that question because we're going to talk about that while the agent's running. That's a really good topic, G Deuce. Thank you. So let me get all over that. Okay, let me see. Please locate the bullying guardian. All right. So basically, just something simple. I say, next, I want to update the end of the quest. Please locate the bullying guardian character. I want her to come down out of the sky to the playground after the hush leaves. Now, mind you, the first thing I want to point out is that I can only talk to the agent in like this because it's got all this context and everything else that we've been working on and that I provided it. So it knows everything about this project. And that's what's essential. When you set your projects up, all of the context that you give your agents, that will be a night and day difference in terms of how everything goes from that point forward. You give it the proper context in the
Yes.
beginning, and it will have everything it needs in order to, work with you through your project. So now, while that's starting to run, I'm just gonna leave that. You can, however you've got it, you can see its progress. I'm gonna set my screen over here to the side, and I just want to talk about GitHub and the difference between Unity's version control and GitHub. So first of all, you want to use repositories and version control. Version control systems allow you to keep a history of all revisions that you make on your project. And this is really important, especially when you're using agents, because they can maybe break something, or maybe you need to check and see how something was done in the previous stage of the project. When you use a version control system, you're able to go back in time, and that is really that's helpful for security. Also, when you're collaborating with other people, it allows for each person to not overwrite each other, but because versions of everything is maintained, and then you merge in and you have branches and all sorts of stuff. So your agents knows everything there is to know about version control systems. They know how to use GitHub. So don't let your intimidation with version control systems keep you from using them. Just tell your agent to do it for you. Your agent will do everything. Now, the difference between GitHub and the Unity's version control system is mainly for two reasons: keeping your projects backed up and safe. If you ever need to work on multiple computers, or if anything happens with your computer, if it crashes or anything like that, your project is not lost because it's up in the cloud, and it can always be pulled down, and it'll be just like it was the last time you pushed it to the cloud. Another thing is if you need to collaborate with someone else on the project. So if you and a friend or team member, y'all both need to have your own computers and versions of Unity, but you want to make sure that your scenes stay in sync, you have the check-in, check-out system. GDeuce checks in, Kimmy checks out. Kimmy makes a few updates, check in, GDeuce checks them out. That way both of your Unity projects are in sync. And so that allows you to work on different parts of the project together and keep everything backed up and secure. So another thing is that now the difference between the two, your GitHub, you can technically back up your Unity project into GitHub. But there are storage limits with GitHub for the free, and you can kick into it's called GitHub Large File System, GLF. You can turn that on, and then you get something like 10 gigabytes for free. But at some point you will run into a situation where you have to pay, and then at that point it's like $5 a month. Now the same thing is true with Unity. You're gonna run into a point where you have to pay as well, but it's a lot of space. I don't know exactly what the storage that they give us is, but it's a lot. I've got a bunch of projects hosted in there. But you get 3 seats. But another thing is that your GitHub can be deployed to a server. Now the reason why that's important is like this. Let me show you something. So let me just do something real quick. I'm just going to minimize this, And I just want to, so that's that same project, right? Now watch this. If I just come here and go to bravekindheart.world. Sorry, I meant to say world, not kids. And you can go here on your headset also. If you go here on your headset, you'll see this same world. But you see, this is running right here in the browser. Now, guess where this scene is hosted? It's hosted in my GitHub and deployed to my server. So you have to have somewhere where you're going to host your scene at when you upload it, so that you can embed it into your web page. And so a GitHub is going to let you send it over to a Vercel server or something like that. You can't do that with a Unity version control. So Unity version control is mainly for just being the backup and for, making it possible to share. But you see, now I'm in here, but I'm on the web page. And you can see that now we've got the, controls up there, and, we can enter full screen and all of that stuff. But does that make sense? Like if I go to my version, this is my see, this is the Brave Kind Heart on my GitHub. And see, and so like I've got the whole, now this is not only the, like you see here in my play folder, I've got the WebGL files, but guess what? If we come to the root, all of this is the website files. So you see, this is inside of this one GitHub. I've got the website and I got the WebGL world. But then also, if you come over here to my Unity, I still have the Unity project backed up in Unity Cloud, because that's, completely different. So that's
and then also it makes a difference too, Rich, when you deploy, right? Because if you push your updates to GitHub, generally like Vercel or Netlify or whatever, will automatically redeploy.
Exactly,
and
it's going to rebuild it. Exactly,
So.
Yeah, like Biggie Paws is saying. So if I come over here, look, you see how, if y'all even looking, like as the agent over here is making changes, you'll see the version control update over here. More files are coming available that need to be pushed to it. But like Biggie Paws was saying, you make a change and you deploy it to your GitHub. Since it's connected to Vercel, in my case Vercel, but like you said, Netlify or whatever, you take your pick. They're gonna automatically take that and rebuild it and publish it to your web app. So
so the updates of Bakes will be all around Unity, web app, everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
that's cool.
Yeah, well, but in my case, I don't have my Unity project files in the GitHub. My Unity project files are in the Unity version control. My WebGL build files, that's when you come over here and you go to build. So what happens is, if you're not doing like a MetaQuest app or a VR chat world or something like that, and you want to build it to WebGL, like I just showed with the Brave Kind Heart app, over here under web, if I come here and I hit build, it's going to give me files
that's what I've been doing.
Right. And you've been hosting them on my server also.
Yes,
Those files that you host on my server are these build files, and those are the WebGL files that tell the browser how to render this Unity scene.
Yes.
So those files are what, like, I would recommend sending through the GitHub if you're going to do it, or any of you that are part of my go high level agency. I'll give you, if you need server space, like if you, in Trey's case, his project was bigger than what his GitHub would allow. So I gave him some server space. So same thing with any of you. If you need server space, you just let me know if your WebGL is too big for it. But let's see what Claude says. So it looks like Claude's finished. Give me a second.
That's another question I asked before you move forward, Rich. How did you like? Because when I'm in Claude and it's doing stuff on my project, I have to be clicked into the project or to disconnect. Like
What
if
do you
I'm
mean?
not clicked on that screen, like if I'm not clicked on it, like I click on another screen, do something else, like it like
Oh,
disconnects.
yeah. Let me
Yeah.
tell you. So, okay. First of all, one thing I had to do was downgrade. So, because Unity MCP, let me say this before. So, Claude basically is saying that he finished, and we're going to test this out. But basically, Unity, the newest version, if you updated your Unity MCP to the newest version, it's got a bug. Like every time you like disconnect for whatever reason, you're gonna have to completely close out Unity, open it back up in order,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
what I've been
approve again.
doing.
Yep. So what I had to do is I downgraded back to an older version, and then the problem goes away. So I just haven't updated. Like you can see right here, if I show you my you can see right here, it still wants to update. Hold on. Where'd it go? Oh, it's over here. One moment. It's on a different screen. Here we go. All right, you see how right here it wants to update? A new version of Assistant is available, but I won't update because that version got a bug in it. So
That's the MCP.
Yeah, I gotta find what version this is. I gotta go get it.
Okay.
Actually, let
Okay.
me see. It's right here. I can tell you which
Okay.
version I got. Is it this one? Yeah, it's 2.13.0. So that's the one you want. June 26th. You see, that's the old one. That's the one that worked.
Okay, I see it. Okay. 2.1. Okay. 2.13. Okay.
All right, so let's run this. So Claude said that it did it. I can see the game object right there in the hierarchy also. So let's see. So we're gonna, this time I'll pick Lumi. And let's see. So I'm gonna come in here. I told it that I only want her to come down after the hush leaves. So yeah, bring this back here first. Now I'm gonna change to first person view.
What's up, Biggie?
Hey, what's up, Raphael? How you doing, man?
Is that Raphael?
All
What's
right.
good, Raphael?
What's up, Raphael?
Hey, Raphael.
Hello.
Oh, there she go. Look, there she go. I didn't see her
there
come
she
down.
is. Okay.
Yeah, there she go. See? I just told her to do it, and then I can go and I can get, like, if I want her to do something particular, like, let's imagine, watch this. Like, let's imagine that I want her to do a particular, like,
Oh, hey, Raphael.
animation or something like that. Like, I can just go over here to, sorry. Just go to Mixamo. So what do we want her to do? Let's what do we want her to do? Let's have her. What do we want her to do after it's over?
What about that one all the way at the bottom?
How about dance? Let's search for dance. Something like this. How about that? Right. That's Jordan. It still got the motto in here from when I. So all right, let's have the bully and guardian do this. Just because I'm just trying to demonstrate doing stuff. You all are. You all. What's I'm gonna do without the skin? Let me get the Unity version for Unity. 30 frames per second download. I'm not even going to unzip it. Like, watch this. I'm not even going to unzip it. I'm just going to put it in here zipped up.
Yogi, you just pointed at the zip file.
Yeah. And then in here, I'm going to put it in characters, animations. And then I'm going to take this name and just copy that. And then I'm just going to, it didn't download the zip, it downloaded FBX. But anyway, here we go. And let's just put this all back how we had it. And I'm just going to say, yeah, I am going to have to look into the crispness, see if I can improve the crispiness of the text. Like I said, I'm, working on trying to make things better. So, but that is one thing I want to improve on is the sharpness, or like, I don't know. I think it could be partially my screen size having to get squeezed into this shape. But I don't know. I have to work on it.
Is it like a resolution or aspect ratio thing?
Yeah, I have to see what I can do in order to sharpen it. But I've got resolution, aspect ratio, everything controls. And that's and like I've done a lot to get it the way it is right now.
Right. No, it looks good. It's a lot of tweaking, man.
Yeah, it's a lot. But see, mostly like my tests, like when I test, or like when I do things, like it's really good for like watching videos, or like if you're watching something. It's just not so good at sharp text. It's not good for that right now. But let's see. It's on it. Importing, it says but see, like that, I could bring the screen closer to my face because I popped it out. So if you pop your screen out, you can grab it by pulling the trigger, and you can make it bigger, smaller. You can bring it closer to your face or whatever if you need to. And like in our next one, hopefully I'll have this much easier on the eyes. All right, on it, importing the dance as humanoid, so it retargets onto the guardian, making a looping dance controller and assigning it to her. Done. The locking hip hop dance imported as humanoid, 17 seconds looping, and is now driving the Guardian via a new Guardian dance controller, retargeted cleanly onto her brave kind heart character. She'll dance in place. Bam. Okay, so this is done. All right, let's try it. You see how fast that is? It's like it's just done. Like that would have took me at least like what, 10 minutes if I would have did it. It's crazy.
It took me 10 hours.
Come on now.
And it just does stuff. Like that's what I'm saying is crazy. And so just imagine that this is the same experience that I have across everything I work on. It's like the AI just does stuff. And so, all right, let's check her out. Let's see if she's doing that hip hop dance. So we got Sunny. Let's get out of here. Oh, sorry. So we know that she's down there. So we're gonna go up here. There she goes. She came down. Look at her. There she goes.
Okay.
Oh my God. Wow.
Like, how do you like me now?
We got her right there.
Amazing.
But yeah,
Oh
and
my
see,
God.
once again, from nothing but a text prompt. From nothing but a text prompt is crazy.
Amazing.
Definitely amazing. So
Amazing.
So yeah, any questions about any of that?
Cool.
So you recommend, like, I think I heard you earlier, you said something about the avatars. Like, you recommend using meta avatars, or you mean your own avatars?
Well, right now truthfully, I don't know if we can use meta avatars for WebGL. So
you don't think? Okay.
I don't
WebGL, okay.
I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Maybe it does work for WebGL. I've not tried it,
Okay.
but it's something that I've thought about investigating, and I'm pretty sure we can find out. In fact, let me just ask Claude right now. Let me just
because I'm on a meta developer program. I'm already on there.
I've got my Meta MCP connected to this session. So
Okay.
let me switch from Opus 4.8 to Fable. And yes, I do. I get a lot done with 4.8. I mean, I use Fable too, but I mean, I use Fable for a lot of stuff, but I use 4.8 also. All right, but anyway, so let me just have it. I'm gonna say, thank you. Please use the MetaQuest Developer Hub MCP to find out if we can use the meta avatars in a WebGL project. Let's just see what Claude says. That's another thing. MCP connect to your MetaQuest Developer Hub when you're building your MetaQuest app, because that gives your agent access to the full MetaQuest documentation, and it can actually see your headset logs. It can do all kind of stuff. Like it can view like all kind of like the frames per second, all kind of stuff. Like when you're in the app testing, it can do all sorts of stuff. So make sure you connect that. And if you start using Agora,
MCP.
MetaQuest Developer Hub MCP MQDH.
Okay.
And so you see right now it says, let me pull the meta Avatar's SDK requirements page to check its supported platforms directly. And so that's the other thing, man. You got to have your MCP connections. You got to have your agent connected to all of its knowledge sources and just give it access to everything it needs, and it'll be able to do everything you need done. So
that's your context engineering side.
There you go. And that's and thank you for saying that, Biggie Pauls, because that's the video that I wanted to play for you all, just to kind of leave you all with is on context engineering. Okay, so it said short answer, no. Meta avatars cannot be used in a WebGL build. Here's what the docs confirmed. It's a native Unity XR SDK, not a web SDK. The Meta Avatars SDK requires the Meta XR plugin with VR support enabled. XR plugin management with the Oculus provider checked. So yeah, your WebXR path bypasses Meta's stack entirely. So blah, 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 blah. Your current architecture is actually the right one for web, normcore, blah, blah, blah. If you ever want customizable avatars in the browser, yeah. So, but yeah, we can't use. I figured you couldn't. I didn't know for certain, but I figured that we could. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cause I know even if I can with my app, I can go in the headset browser, and I can open it in VR. Click on VR and go in VR, but it's still not the same thing. It's still WebGL. Even if I can, it's not a Meta app, but
right, because it's not running on the hardware. It's not, but yeah, it's not hooked into the headset in the same way. Yeah, so basically what that's saying is that it would have to, like, in order to use the Meta avatars, it runs through the Meta like user accounts and all of that stuff that's associated with the headset. So it's got to run through that SDK, and that SDK is hooked in with, like, that's how come I'm able to show all of your names above your head.
That's how that's how you can do it, because you're in the Meta. It's an actual Meta app.
Right, it's an actual Meta app. Okay. But now Meta does have their Meta OS. And you can use those, but see, that Meta OS, not Meta OS, I'm sorry, Horizon OS. So the Horizon OS is how we're able to use these avatars in our own apps, because that was Meta's whole thing. Where it was, they probably sunset that idea, I don't know, but what they was doing with Horizon OS is, if you start building your Meta app, you'll notice when you add the Meta XR SDK, you get all these building blocks. And so these building blocks are reusable features that are part of the Horizon OS ecosystem. And it's made to simplify certain things that you would have to do yourself, like the avatar system, grabbing objects, there's a bunch of things that are in there that are part of that Horizon OS building block system. And so now, from what I remember back in the day, when they first started talking about that Horizon OS system, I remember them like saying that they imagined that no matter what kind of device you was on, you would be able to install the Horizon OS and be able to pull, because like that's what Meta was supposed to be providing to the Metaverse, right? Like this. Mm-hmm. But I don't know how, if any of that stuff worked outside of a headset.
My stuff just
outside of the Meta. Outside of the Meta, it's not sharing anymore.
No, but my personal screen disappeared.
How about now?
Okay, you're sharing now.
Yeah, so you can pull it back out now.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, inactivity. But yeah,
okay.
So yeah, that's.
So
and we can find out. Yeah, let me just do a search. Okay. If I do a quick search for Horizon OS.
Cause right now I've had Claude create me like just the default character. Like I did like a little robot, just default in different colors. There's something basic. But I really want to use some kind of avatars though. Something.
Horizon OS. No. You see, it's Horizon OS most commonly refers to Meta Horizon OS, formerly MetaQuest OS, the Android-based extended reality XR operating system that powers MetaQuest mixed reality headsets. It's for VR, augmented reality, color pass-through. Yeah, the pass-through, all of that stuff is part of the Horizon OS. Hardware, it's an app ecosystem.
It's like Windows on a PC. That's what the
Right,
Horizon
yeah,
OS is.
productivity and works. Yeah, exactly. And it's basically just all those little building blocks, and it was part of their vision. You know, like if you look around, you probably find it somewhere. Like it was part of their vision back in the day that you would be able to use this stuff on like any headset.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that vision kind of, probably isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Went splat.
Yeah. Let me see. Let's go right here to the Wikipedia. Development software. Yeah, April 2022, 2024, Meta announced that the platform would be rebranded as Meta Horizon OS, and that the company was working on a spatial app framework to help developers port non-VR mobile apps to Horizon OS. Meta also announced plans to license the license the operating system to third parties to produce their own headsets, with initial parties including Asus and Lenovo and Microsoft and Xbox. And see, like that's the thing. And that's the thing, and that Horizon OS and that ecosystem of tools and all of that was supposed to help the rest of the industry, basically build experiences, because you would have, and then also it played into that whole idea of a unified metaverse and all of that. So, because we need avatars across all the different platforms that are the same avatar, and maybe assets that are the same, like all of that kind of stuff. So that's what that was supposed to.
Yeah, God forbid we have Unity somewhere in the world. Jeez.
But yeah, so
Okay.
but yeah, that's
Okay.
Oh, we're not watching that video to close out?
Oh yeah. Let me play that video. All right, thank you for reminding me, man.
You're welcome. I know you're getting old. I figured it.
Yeah, definitely getting old.
Yeah, we didn't make sure we're gonna mute when you play it, and make sure we're gonna mute when you play it.
Definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna mute when you play it.
Okay. Give me one moment. I'm about to play it here shortly.
Soon we'll have a Neuralink in our head that reminds us of that stuff. Like, oh yeah.
Okay, one moment. Almost ready. All right, here we go. Remember, if you want to, well, you can just watch it up here.
I've been padding prompts like an essay to make your model give you better answers, then stick around. In a few minutes, you'll learn how to use context engineering in a simple way to make your AI systems smarter and way more reliable. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what context engineering is, why it's different from just prompting, and a step-by-step way to use it on real projects. We'll road test it on a tiny but realistic agent, show you where context usually fall apart, and give you a checklist on how to fix them really fast.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me stop. So anybody got any questions about that? Want to talk about it a little bit before we disconnect? Anybody got any questions? Basically, so do you, I know that, first of all, I know that maybe the video sounded a little more technical than
It was.
what,
It said to me. It was. I didn't understand a lot.
so yeah, so one thing
Give me
that
the
you
gel.
yeah, so I figured we would talk about it. Some of the, don't get me wrong, I mean, like, so the language that you use is definitely relevant to agent development, but we can simplify it by just kind of pointing out that you want to, first of all, one thing that you can do is you can take this video and you can take the transcript and you can give that transcript to your agent, and then you can talk to your agent. You can talk to Claude or ChatGPT, whoever it is that you like using, about how you can go about using the insights from this video into your context engineering and translate it into a language that you can understand and explain it to you. So that's one thing you can do. But basically what she was describing is a process where, first of all, you know that you have a certain amount of context. You have a context window. So whenever you start a new chat with ChatGPT or Claude, especially if you're using Claude, I'm pretty sure you've run out of context at some point. And they tell you got to wait a certain number of hours.
Yep.
So that context window is how much you can send and receive back and forth in terms of the conversation and output that Claude gives you within your plan. Okay. Now, if you'll notice, sometimes that context gets used up on a lot of nonsense. Maybe it gets used up on Claude misunderstanding the project or giving you some feedback in such a way that is just really wordy and unnecessary or whatever, right? And it's just burning through your context. So through context engineering, you can help mitigate all of this through so first of all, the markdown file. So like all of this, when she was talking about how you write, like one thing that I have Claude do is when it make updates, every time it's making changes, it's updating the README file or it's updating some other file that I've got where I'm taking notes about each iteration that happens. Because as the conversation gets bigger and bigger and you get further and further along, certain important details get missed. And so if you can define those details in some kind of way, you can have Claude, like at each iteration, just make a few notes. Now, imagine if instead of Claude giving that output back, it jot those notes in there at each iteration, and then it can refer back to those notes. And then not only that Claude chat, but then also other Claude chat sessions can refer to those same centralized notes as being updated. And then like even if you launch like a swarm of agents, they would all have those notes to reflect on, and each one of them can be making updates to them if you define what type of notes that each agent would make about whatever they're working on. So thinking that through, so having the document that it writes to and the ability for it to read from it, and also preparing like other aspects of your context, like going into this BraveCon Heart app, for example, this BraveCon Heart project. before I even started this project, I analyzed her actual app that she built, the one that they use for the students and everything. I analyzed it and like from all the features that it have, I put it into a document of all the app features. Then I have another document with all of the target audience, like the parents and the context of why the kids need the app for reporting bullying and all that sort of stuff. And then also, when it comes to the characters, I define all the characters, and each of the characters have a document with their description and what role they play and all of that kind of stuff. And so I have like all of these details about the app, about the project, about the characters, about the scenes, about just everything. And all of this is in a reference folder. So anytime I do anything, the agents have that reference folder and they pull from it, and it understands the context of everything I say. Context is so important. So, yeah, that's that. Yeah. Any questions about any of that?
Where is this video? You shared this video with us.
So
I can go back and watch it.
yeah, definitely. You know what I'm going to do? Okay, here's something that I thought of. First of all, everyone in here, I think except Jam Better Than Jelly, everyone else is part of the high level. Everyone else is part of the high level community. If you notice in there, I've got a Nexus Planet channel over on the side. And what I want to do is I want to bring our like our notes, any files, everything. Like maybe I'll upload the link for that Unity package, that Unity helper. I'll put that over there. The link to this video, I'll put it over there. Our next get together, maybe if you got questions or something like that, topics that you want me to cover or that you want to bring up, maybe we can start preparing them in there so we can use that in order to kind of organize files
in the
and thoughts and
iOS
everything.
community.
Yeah, in the same community, the one that we do our high level in.
Yeah.
If you notice over there on the left hand side, I've got a channel for Nexus Planet.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, let me share. I'll share my screen and show you. Give me one moment.
I'm pulling it up too, cause I know you added the Unity help one, but I didn't know you added a Nexus Planet one.
Yep, I sure did.
Oh yeah, I see it. Okay.
You see it? Okay.
Yep. I see it.
One moment, I'm almost in there, and I'll show it to everybody. So maybe we can organize our files and notes in there. All right, here we go. Wait a minute. Here we go. So over here, you see it on the side? Nexus Planet?
Yes.
Okay. Where's my cursor at? There it go. All right, here we go. Yeah, it's right here. So we can do, like, for example, I'll do context engineering explained. All right, here we go. Okay, there we go. And see, if anybody got anything that you want to cover or anything, like let's use this Nexus Planet MetaQuest app channel in order to organize it. So if you got questions, if you want something, if you just whatever, right? Like let's just organize all of that in here. And then that way, so there we go. I just started it with the context engineering video. Go to that video. Look, let me show you. Wait a minute. Oh, I stopped sharing. Let me start sharing again. Here's what you want to do. Here's what you want to do. Let me show you. So when you get to this video, first of all, you can, if you click it like this, you can go to the actual video. You can watch it on YouTube. Wait a minute, but I didn't share. I gotta share that. One moment.
Okay.
I didn't share the whole screen. I just shared that tab. So let me share the whole screen. But here's what you want to do. Actually, let me share the whole screen. Yeah. So I can pull Claude out also. All right, let's watch. Now, one thing you can do is like I use Gemini, and there's like I got Ask right here. I can just talk to Gemini about the video and it would talk to me. But you can come right here. So go to more and then scroll to the bottom and then look for the transcript, show transcript. And then like this is what I do. I just copy, I just drag down like this. Right? And then copy. And it's Control C, but you can do it like this. Yeah. But I Control C. Right? Sorry, I didn't mean to click that. And then just open up your Claude. And I'm just going to start a new chat. And watch this. Let's switch this to Fable 5. And I'm just going to paste this. And look. Well, first thing sometime when you paste it, it'll give you this little copy paste thing, but I guess because of where I'm at, it didn't do that. But I'm just going to say, please digest this transcript from a YouTube video so you can answer questions and help. And then scroll back, paste it in there, boom. And now Claude is ready to talk to me about that video. Got it. Blah, 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 blah. See?
That's the one thing I ran into. Like I literally ran into that. Yeah, I think it was yesterday or today. Like I noticed that Claude can't watch your videos.
It can't.
Like Google Gemini
No, it's
can.
against. No, because it's against Google's terms of service. So nobody is allowed to train on Google on YouTube videos except Google.
Wow.
Everybody else is nobody else is allowed. So you know,
my God.
but Google can because they own YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
It's in their
Okay.
terms of service when you upload it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So what you do to get around that, is you just take the transcript and you give Claude the transcript, and now Claude has that transcript. And you see, now he's ready to talk about it. And so now I can say, like, watch this. I can say, explain how to set up context like this, but in a easy to understand way. Explain it like I'm what? 15. You see? But actually, 15-year-olds probably real smart. So.
Right. I was going to say, you should have said maybe 5.
Like
right?
5, right?
Yeah, that's what I'd be like I'm a 5-year-old. I'm a 5-year-old. Don't need to understand what you're talking about.
So look at it. You see how it's breaking it down for me?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Very nice. Mm-hmm.
Right. Keep a notebook outside the backpack. Instead of making the AI remember everything in his head, save notes to a file. You know? Select. Only pack today's classes. Don't give it every document you own. Compress. Shrink old stuff into a summary. You see how it just broke? Like I said, I know she was using a lot of jargon, but look, bam, now it'll just explain it in plain English for you. It's just gonna break it down. You don't have to not understand anything ever again. Like I'm serious. Like there's nothing that I can't understand anymore because I just give it to AI and it's going to meet me wherever I'm at. I'm sorry, Trey. Let me stop sharing. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to go in a few minutes.
Yeah, us too.
Okay.
But thank you, everybody.
But this is great, though. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. And I will post the next one whenever it's going to be. Yeah. All right. It'll definitely be on a Friday, though. Like, maybe I'll start doing them every Friday, but it's just, I got to check some things. Okay. See you later, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, see, what's up, Raphael?
Oh, yes, I did talk to
Good
him
seeing
about
you,
it.
brother.
He said
I got a little late. I was stuck in traffic.
he's gonna message you his
Well,
link to his
welcome, man. I'm
calendar
glad you could make it.
so that they could
Was
book
you
a
able
time
to?
and
Was
talk
you
to
able
him.
to?
Okay, I just want to
Get any
let her
value out
know.
of today's session?
Yes,
All right,
yes.
cool.
Yeah.
I did talk to him. So
Okay.
soon